is our second cohort check-in, and I'm really excited about it. And I'd like to share the agenda with us, just so we know what to expect. So we had our meet and greet for 5 minutes, which we've already done. And then we will go right into why we are here, which is exploring the life skills and workforce preparation resource pack. So at this point, I'd like to mention that I know that the resource pack we gave for digital responsibility is expected to run for about 6 weeks, but there's nothing wrong with running the 2 resource packs concurrently because there's so much to achieve with these materials. And then one of the things we would have in the resource pack would be the how might we, which is what Mr. Joseph will be showing us. He'll demonstrate that for us. And then we have the curriculum delivery progress presentation. So we're going to have one of the team members, Miss Victoria, show us what she did with this amazing resource pack in cohort 1, just to give us some ideas and just set the ball rolling really. And then we will show the cohort Google site where we're going to be showcasing all the wonderful things that teachers are doing in your schools, and we'll be showcasing your schools. We'll be showcasing the teachers that are delivering this curriculum. And then we'll be announcing the leaderboard for digital responsibility and the winners. So of course, before we do that, we'll show you the metrics and how we came about the winners, okay? Then we'll be available to answer any questions that you might have, and then we call it a day, okay? All right, so the essence of the life skills and workforce preparation project-based curriculum is actually to ensure that students are equipped with holistic education that includes vocational development, practical development, communication strategies, and even leadership development. Of course, we can tell with the workplace right now, what is really necessary would be soft skills. So there is a lot of value being placed on soft skills right now. And it's been proven that people with higher levels of emotional intelligence are actually linked with better leadership and ability to cope with pressure. So it is important that our children get prepared for the workplace of the future. Even right now, a couple of adults are struggling with being in the workplace of the now because, I mean, a lot of things that were necessary before are not necessary, and things that we didn't take as serious are the things that are actually giving people the competitive edge in today's workplace. So it's important that our children are equipped with the right skills so that they can compete favorably with their peers on a global playing field. Okay, so what's in this resource pack? It is so exciting. Design thinking is something I am very passionate about. Anyone who knows me would know that I've been a design thinking evangelist for about 4 years now. I actually stumbled upon design thinking, and I realized that while some people are still struggling with critical thinking, think of design thinking as critical thinking on steroids, okay? So the design sprint kit that Google prepared for us is an open source resource for design leaders, for owners, for developers, or anyone who is learning about design, intentional design. So without wasting any more time, I'd like to go right into what the design sprint looks like. So there is a whole website actually dedicated to this, and you can get so many resources from here. You can get the case studies, you can read about them, you can see what the planning is. Now, right now, we're actually looking at the methodology. After this, we can look at some resources, and then it's just something else. So the design thinking process is an exciting one, and it's something that before you design anything, it could be a lesson for children, it could be a product that you want to launch, it could be a business idea that you want to start. The first thing to do is to understand your target market. So who do you want to reach? Now, this resource pack is actually showing us the different phases. So the first phase is to understand. You need to understand the people you want to meet. What do they like? What don't they like? What problem are you seeking to solve? If it were you, would you buy your product? Why would you buy your product? Is your product a must-have? So these are the things. The design thinking model tries to get into the head of the target market so that they can actually reach them with a solution that they didn't even, to a problem they didn't even know they had. For example, we all use Facebook today, and we didn't realize that we needed a social media platform like that until people got into our head and actually created that. And now everyone uses Facebook. I'm sure your parents are on Facebook. My parents are on Facebook. Okay. Then after you understand what your target market needs, you need to define. So what problem from all of the problems you have found, what problem are you seeking to solve? And then sketch. So create a rough draft. What would a rough sketch of what you want to achieve look like? Then you now decide, which is where you now, put all your ideas to the test and say, okay, this is the one we would use. Then create a prototype. So do maybe a demo or a trial run of whatever it is you want to do. And then phase 6, you validate. So you make necessary improvements, and then you test it out and then see what else you can do. So you continually review. So these are the phases that the design sprint follows. And you can actually start your design sprint with the learners in your class. You can start a design sprint with your colleagues in school and all of that. And if you remember, the first thing I said was you need to understand your market. Now, that's what the next thing in the resource pack talks about, the empathy map. So empathy map, first of all, empathy, of course, means, putting yourself in the shoes of people. So first of all, if I want to create a material, the people I want to meet, what do they think about? How do they feel? What do they hear? What do they see? What do they say? What is their pain point? What are their pain points? What are the things that excite them? So these are the kind of things. So imagine that your children say, okay, they want to start a business or they want to write a business plan. An empathy map is a great place to start. So what are the things they can do? They need to, finish this process first before they can move to the ideation and all of that. It's a very exciting one. And it's something that, it's not just for children, it's also for adults. It's very important that as adults, we look at these things as well. So remember I talked about the design thinking, which is the design sprint. And then I just showed you the empathy map, which helps you to understand the user's needs. And then we have various design thinking activities, including the how might we statement, the crazy 8 sketching, and the silent review. For the sake of time, we won't be able to look at all of them, but Mr. Joseph will do a fantastic job of demonstrating how you can use the how might we statement as a collaborative tool for design thinking for your group. All right, then we have assessment rubrics. So 3 rubrics you can use to assess a business design thinking project. So imagine that you have told your children, maybe what you guys have decided to do would be to design a logo. You can actually use the logo design rubric to follow the steps of how to design a logo and how they can also review their logo and make amendments for improvements and all of that. You have your prototype rubric. You also have the process work rubric. There are also amazing courses for teachers. So there's a project management certification. There's the UX design, that's the user interface design certificate. And then we have applied digital skills. Ms. Victoria will be showing us what she was able to do with the applied digital skills. There are so many lessons and resources there that you can use with the children, and it is absolutely exciting. Okay, so this resource pack is loaded, and it's loaded with practical skills. As a matter of fact, we even have places where you learn how to plan a budget, how you learn how to write a business plan. So, I mean, how many of us know how to write business plans, So this actually would even teach you how to write business plans. These are all of the amazing tools that are here. Remember, this is life skills and workforce preparation. So it is building the entrepreneurial mindset in your children. It is also building the skills that they would need to compete favorably in the workplace, whether they're working for someone or they're working at their own businesses. So without talking too much, I'd like to hand over to Mr. Joseph right now to take it away with the how might we statement demonstration. So Mr. Joseph, our able captain, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Susan. So on my screen, right away, you can see I'm in Google Jamboard. Now, for you to get to the Google Jamboard, you can be in any of the Google products. You can be in Google Calendar. All you just have to do, you go to the top right, you see the Google Apps Launcher at the top right here, as you can see on my screen. Scroll down, you will see Jamboard. So just click on Jamboard. Once you click on Jamboard, this is the home page of the Jamboard that you will see. Now, I'm going to create a new jam for us to solve a problem that we have or a challenge that a team has already. So at the bottom, you see the plus sign, click on New Jam, and the jam will be created for you. So the jam has been created. It's called Untitled Jam. So the first thing you need to do is to title this jam. So I'm going to click on Untitled Jam right here. So after naming the jam, you can name the jam according to the theme that you're working with. For me, I'm using a team right now called the Alpha Team. So I'm going to name this my particular jam, the Alpha Team.
Joe, somebody says they can't see your screen.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, I was just responding to that, but we cannot see your screen.
Okay, let me stop sharing and share again.
Susan, can you stop sharing? I can still see your slide somewhere.
Okay.
Okay, my screen is up. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you very much. So this is a jam. This is a new jam I just created. At the top left, you'll see the title there called Untitled Jam. So just click on Untitled Jam and give it a name. So I'm going to give this team Alpha. This is my team called Alpha, and they have the challenge. The major challenge that they have that they want to use I might twist statement to get possible solutions for is how to make online learning more social and full of learning. So the first thing you do, you have your working tools right here at the left-hand side. So click on the sticky notes. You pick the sticky notes, and the leader of the team might consist of like 10 or 15 or 20, depending on the size of the team or depending on the size of your class. You can even use 5 members as a team. Okay, you can split the class into different teams. So the challenge they have now is how online learning can be social and full of fun. At the same time, they are still learning. So how could we make online learning or host an online learning that is full of fun and social? So the leader of the team will enter the main challenge they have here. So I'm going to enter the main challenge here. How could we host an online lesson that is more social and full of learning? Okay, once done, the leader will click on Save. So this, you can move it, resize it, and position it at the center. The leader will do this. Now, every other team member, let's say we have 5 team members. So each of them is going to enter an I might we statement into this jam, because this jam, you share the jam with everybody. So at the end of the day, we should have like 5 I might choose statements, which can be possible solutions to this particular challenge that we have on the jam right now. So I'm going to enter I might choose statement right here. Okay, you click on another sticky note. You can change, you can use the same color. This is one of the I might choose statements I have here. I'll put it, position it here. The team member entered this one. Now, the team leader will position it right there. Another team member will enter another I might choose statement that will serve as a possible solution to this problem. Click on the sticky note, paste it, and enter it. Click cancel. The one you just enter, you move it and position it properly right here. Okay, then you enter another one. Another team member will enter another I might choose statement that will also serve as a possible solution to this same problem. So all the team members will enter their different I might choose statement. As agreed by the team, each team member may enter 1 or 2, as the case may be. Okay, so when they are done entering all the I might choose statements or statements that can serve as possible solutions to the challenge they have, the next thing they will do is a particular team member will read out all the statements that have been entered. So they will assign a particular team member to read out all the I might choose statements that have been entered into this Jamboard. So after reading, the team will now agree, will group. They will regroup all these I might choose statements. So the first one we have there right here is, how might we praise learners' works online, similar to walking past a desk and saying, well done. The second person said, how might we assign learners tasks to carry out during and after the class video call? The third team member said, how might we communicate effectively with limited body language in a video call, similar to a physical classroom? The next person said, how might we get to know the feelings of our learners when they join the video call class? So these are different I might choose statements, and we have to group them. We can group them into communication, into feelings. Like this, we go for feeling. So to group them, you change the color of the I might choose statement background. So just click on the I might choose statement, click on the 3 dots at the top right, click edit, then change the color. So for this, we're changing the color to green, the background color to green, then click on save. So this is for feelings. Then for this is communication. How might we communicate effectively? So for communication, we did to change the color to pink. Okay. Now for how might we assign learner task? This is task. So for this, we change the color. Let's use orange. Yeah. So orange. Then how might we praise learner? This is commendation. So let's change this background color to blue. Okay, so we have the different I might choose statement by different team members just to help identify possible solutions to this particular challenge we have here. So you can rearrange them, drag and position them different places as you want them, the order you want them to be in. So once the team don't need to waste time here. Once they generate all these statements, they will later go back and look at the statement. Any one of them that can help serve as a possible solution to the problem they have, and they will pick it from there and they will keep developing it on until they get a possible solution at the end of the day. So this is how you can use the Jamboard to generate how might you statement that can serve a team and help the team get a solution to their problem. Thank you.
Wow, great stuff. Thank you so much, Mr. Joseph. This just, has my wheels turning, and I'm just thinking, so I mean, imagine having a virtual meeting or ideation session, and you have people in different places and you want to get their ideas, sample their opinions. So rather than wait for everybody to probably send you emails or something, this is a great collaborative tool to work. And I see someone was asking if it's just for the teachers or for the learners, so this is for life skills and workforce preparation. So growing an entrepreneurial mindset. So imagine that maybe your children want to create their own business ideas. So you can actually have a how might we activity with them and think about what kind of business do you want to what kind of business would you want to start? So you can actually generate how might we statements to help them think through their empathy map process or think through their design process. So thank you so much, Mr. Joseph. This I've done this before, but this just added a new perspective for me. All right, so
let me just add to that, Susan, if you don't mind. So
okay,
this how might we statement is not just for you to start a business. That's because there's been emphasis on business. It can also be a problem to solve a problem. So it might be there is a problem and you want the students to solve that problem, and this is a way for them to have an analytical way to go about solving the problem. So it doesn't have to be a business.
Very true. Thank you for pointing that out, sir. Yeah, so even though it might not be business, like Mr. K said, it could be solving a problem. So it's also a great tool to use for collaborative work and a great tool to use for critical thinking. So remember I told you that design thinking is critical thinking on steroids. Okay, so now we would like to call on Ms. Victoria. Ms. Victoria, I'd like you to please step forward and share with us the amazing things you were able to do with the life skills and workforce preparation resource pack in Cohort 1. Ms. Victoria, over to you, please.
All right, thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Victoria Victor. I am the ICT teacher at Hope Spring Foundation School. And so coming across the life skills and workforce preparation curriculum has been super amazing. It's a hands-on approach, okay, and a teaching method that brings and makes learning come alive. And so through this particular curriculum, students gain knowledge and skills by working on projects. And so, for example, this is the first class I had. I came across the Applied Digital Skills website. And of course, there are so many lessons there, but you want to ensure that the lessons you're taking is one that suits your class. And so this is primary 5. And so in this class happened at a time when we have series of activities at school. We had the spelling bee competition, we had the graduation ceremony coming up. And so what we did was everybody came up with ideas of their designs for their graduation ceremony, promotional flyers, and you can see on the screen different colors, different font types, different pictures. And of course, we're able to have this printed and have them share with their family and friends. And it was super amazing to see how these kids were able to come up with their projects. And so the next class is the craft and sewing class. In this class, children were asked to bring African print fabrics from home, with which they were able to use to sew aprons for their cookery classes. And of course, this was done with close monitoring so they don't get injured with the needles and the scissors or whatever instruments they were going to use to cut. And at the end of the day, we were able to see how beautiful aprons were made by these children. And of course, they worked in group. The good thing about this curriculum is that children learn how to work together, they build collaboration skills, and of course, at the end of the day, they come up with beautiful projects. Next up is the flower vase and the piggy bank class. I also need to state here that I am the ICT teacher. This curriculum cuts across different subjects. This is the art and craft class, and the promotional flyer class was in the ICT class. And so in this particular class, this is grade 2. They took up recyclables like the plastic cans from Coke, Fanta, and they were able to create a piggy bank. So here they were taught the value of money. They also learned how to save. You could hear them come to school and say, "Hello, Miss Victoria, I have saved 200 naira." And the boys were taught how to make bow ties with which they wore to their churches, and they looked really handsome and wonderful in these bow ties. So the life skills and workforce preparation curriculum has been super amazing and has helped children learn how to work together and how to work on projects. So finally, it's the carpentry class. Now this happened in the science class, and this is Primary 5. So in this class, children learned how to, of course, everybody wants to be a pilot, they want to be an engineer, a dentist, and all that. But their eyes were opened into carpentry, how tables were made, how the chairs were made. And so there was this table that was bad, laying in school. So they took it up, cut it into a stool. Yes, they cut it into a stool. Here in this class, they also learned measurement. They also learned how to cut and every other thing. So as much as these children carry on projects, it's really important to let you know that we make learning come alive. So it's not just theoretical. So it is a project. They are full participants of whatsoever project they need to carry out. And I want to say that life skills and workforce preparation has been super amazing here at Hope Spring Foundation School. So thank you so much.
Wow. You know, what excites me about this, thank you so much, Ms. Victoria, for taking us on a thrilling ride through your various classrooms. What excites me about this is how interdisciplinary it is. It cuts across various subjects, and there is something for everyone. So if you are looking for something for the lower primary classes, you can find something. If you're looking for projects for the upper primary, you can find something. If you're looking for projects for the secondary school, so for those of us that teach secondary, there was something pretty amazing that some teachers at Bloomberg did. So some of the children came up with their own business ideas. They learned how to write business plans, all from this resource pack. They actually prepared their business plans, and they pitched it to us. So we had like a virtual, we did it via Google Meet. We had a virtual panel where people from different places join in, and then they were able to pitch their ideas to us. So it's quite exciting, really, you know. And the best part is the children getting to actually sketch their own designs or have a rough sketch. Remember that. So have a rough sketch or rough draft of what your idea looks like before they actually create the prototypes that we see. So imagine the children learning how to bring their ideas to life. It's pretty amazing. Thank you once again, Ms. Victoria. So without wasting any more time, we'll be going straight to Ugochi for the Google site that is hosting all the wonderful things that we're doing in this cohort and celebrating all of you that are doing amazing things in your classroom. So Ugochi, it's over to you right now. Thank you.
Good. This is the homepage of the website, and here you can find the logos of some of the schools that registered for this program. And as you can see, we have just a few of them, and we have a lot more spaces waiting for you to send in your logos so we can upload them right here. Now, we've been doing a whole lot since we started this program, so let's go to the menu and take a look at what we can find there. Here you can see a list of all the webinars that are yet to come up and those that have already taken place. Let's take a look at digital responsibility and see what we can find there. Now, this is the page for digital responsibility. To my right here, you see a short summary of what digital responsibility is all about. And to my left, you'll find the link to the video on YouTube. So if you click on the link right here, it takes you straight to YouTube where you can watch the video. Going down a bit, you see the Digital Responsibility Resource Pack. This is the link to that. So when you click right here, it's going to take you there and you can have access to the resource pack. You've been doing so much and some persons have been sending in their pictures. Let's take a look.
Okay, so it would seem like she's having some network glitches at her end. So we'll be sharing more of this with you. Ms. Chinwe, are you here? Ms. Chinwe, are you here? Okay, so while she works on her connectivity issues, I'll just quickly tell you about it. So if you scroll further down, I'm sure she'll be sharing this with us. You'll be seeing pictures of the logos of schools that have sent in their logos, as well as pictures and videos of what they've done so far. So we have quite a number there, and it is based on some of these things that we've been able to also put together the metrics. So I'll just resume my presentation while she tries to work on her connectivity issues, okay? All right, thank you. So immediately after this, we are going straight to the leaderboard metrics. So if you remember,
some of the achievements so far.
Okay, great. So she's back now.
We have the Omala's Destiny International.
Okay, Ugochi, it's over to you again. Okay, so at least we can all see the site, right? So if you've sent in your pictures for the things you've been able to do with the curriculum, please send in also the picture or pictures of the teachers that are delivering the curriculum, so we can share your pictures here, and also upload your school logos to your folder so that we can put your school logo on here as well. Okay, so you can actually use this as a marketing tool and share it with teachers and all of that, with parents rather, and other teacher colleagues, so they can see all the amazing things that you are able to do with this resource, with not just this resource pack, but other resource packs that we would receive as well. All right, so this looks pretty good. I'm excited about it. I'm excited, you know, to celebrate the teachers that are actually doing great work, and, you know, just putting them out there so people can see that we are not only good for just putting in lesson plans and all that. We are also responsible for creating transformational change in the classroom. All right. Okay, so Ms. Ugochi, are you done now?
Yes.
Okay, great. So thank you so much. Even with the network issues, we were able to at least see the beautiful work that other teachers are doing. So we go right back to our leaderboard metrics. If we remember, we had shared all of the metrics with which people would get on the leaderboard. So we said, first of all, they must participate in the live webinar or watch the webinar. They must fill the feedback forms in a timely fashion. They must engage with our social media channels. They should begin curriculum implementation, that is using the resource packs in the classroom. And how do we know that they've done this? By providing feedback in their school folders through pictures and videos, so we can upload to the site just like we have seen. And they attend cohort check-in. So quite a number of people did this, but like I said, it's time sensitive. So we gave all of the time from when the first webinar, the digital responsibility webinar, was shown, all the way to when the life skills and workforce preparation webinar was shown. So that's a space of 3 weeks we gave to get people who got on board with these metrics and were able to achieve all of this in as quick a time as possible. So let's look at our leaderboard. So drum roll, the people on the leaderboard. We have Olufolakemi Omori. Now, this is in no particular order, okay? So we have Olufolakemi Omori from Oak Grove Hill Academy, Port Harcourt. We have Igwe Chioma from Omala's Destiny School, Uyo. We have Jocelyn Darius Odion from International Unity School, Warri. We have Peter Oke from Oak Grove Hill Academy, Port Harcourt again. So they have 2 people on the leaderboard. And then we have Julian Eko from Virtual Consulting, Port Harcourt. So these are the people who actually got on with all of the metric requirements. So that's why they are on the leaderboard. So in 3rd place, I'll be starting from 3rd place. In 3rd place, winning this beautiful Poiki Pot inspired flower vase, which is of course a Google swag. So it is engraved with Google for Education, is Julian Eko, Virtual Consulting, Port Harcourt. Congratulations, Julian. You have your Poiki Pot sitting pretty, waiting for you. Congratulations. And then in 2nd place, okay, in 2nd place, winning this absolutely stunning Google for Education mug. I love this mug, and I almost am jealous of this person, but I'll try to restrain myself. In 2nd place, we have Igwe Chioma from Omala's School, Uyo. Congratulations, ma'am. We are very, very proud of all that you've been able to achieve with the Digital Responsibility Resource Pack in such a short time. Congratulations to you, and keep the flag flying high. Now, in 1st place, being the first person to fill the feedback forms, being the first person to engage on social media, being the first person to provide pictures and videos in their folders. And they'll be winning this beautiful salad server. Incidentally, this salad server has a gold African pendant that you can actually use as jewelry. So this doubles as, this is like a double gift, right? So in 1st place, we have Olufolakemi Omori from Oak Grove Hill Academy, Port Harcourt. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations to our winners. I don't know if our winners are here. I think I've seen them. I'd like to hear a word, just a word from a few of our winners. And you know, today I'm the compare, I'm the host of this meeting, so you better be nice to me or say something nice, or else I might be tempted to steal your swag from you.
Thank you very much. I'm so excited. My name is Folakemi Omori, Oak Grove Hill Academy. I'm super excited. Thank you, MKB. Thank you.
Congratulations, ma'am, and well done on being the first, you know, to just lead everything all the way through. Well done. Okay, so we have a word from our 2nd place winner today. It's Chioma. You want to say something?
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Oh, I didn't expect it at all. I was just doing what I'm supposed to do, so I'm really excited. In fact, I'm even kind of disadvantaged, but I didn't know my name would just be there. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You know, so just like the person who cracked the joke said, this is like when you say, I never expect it, right? Well done. Okay, so from our 3rd place winner, Julian Eko, do you have anything to say?
Thank you. I really love my gift. I'm grateful.
Okay.
Thank you.
That means the gift you got was the gift your heart desired, wasn't it?
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Well done to all our winners. So the work doesn't stop here. Actually, it's just beginning. So while you're still going on with your digital responsibility resource pack, we all need to also get on with it with the life skills and workforce preparation resource pack. These are veritable materials that even after the cohort, you can even embed into your school programs and use them to enrich your product offerings as a school. All right, so congratulations to our winners. Congratulations to all the people on the leaderboard, and to those of us who put in the work but probably didn't meet the cut for the leaderboard. Hey, we have other webinars coming, so we have lots and lots of other leaderboard for each of these other topics coming on. So you missed this leaderboard, I'm sure you will not miss the next one. All right, so keep working. We see you. We celebrate all that you are doing. Okay. All right, so do we have any questions? I've seen quite a couple of questions in the chat box, and I've seen that our able team members have been handling those questions with excellence and grace, as is our usual standard. Well done, team members. But if we have any questions that we haven't answered, I'll be very happy to take those questions right now, just so we make sure that everyone gets the support that they need to succeed at this. So we are rooting for everyone. We don't have any special candidates. We are rooting for everybody, and we want everyone to win this. We want everyone to have transformational stories to tell with this amazing program. So at this point, I'd like to ask, do we have any questions? Questions, anyone? Okay, so if there's silence in the room, I would assume that we're all very satisfied with the answers we got in the chat box. Then, of course, we always remember that we have the WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group is not only for information, it is also for support. So if you have any questions, or you're struggling with anything, or you need extra clarification, please don't be shy to reach out, okay? And we'll be very happy to provide any support that you might need. So in the absence of any other question, I'd like to
Toby, can you take over, please?
Okay, I'm here. Okay, sorry, there was a network glitch at my end. So like I said, in the absence of any questions, I'd like to say thank you for joining in today, and enjoy your weekend. A very exciting and restful weekend. Thank you so much, and it's good evening from me.